Hey everybody, it's Jenny Keel with Launch Children's Ministry. Let's go over our parent orientation for 2025 to 2026. All right, so here are our list of staffers that can help you with anything. So I'm the director for Launch Children's Ministry, but I'm also responsible for pre-K, kindergarten, and year one lessons. So if you have any questions about your pre-K kindergartner or year one child, then you can reach out to me. If you have a year two child, third, fourth, or fifth grade, and you have questions that are not sacramentally related, then Kristen Ott is your person. If you're looking for sacramental questions for year two, then Isabella Sikora is your girl. She is our launch assistant director, and she's also our sacramental coordinator. Lynn Hodges helps with our volunteers, and Susan Rhodes is going to be our attendance person for you guys, reaching out or for any of your records or registration needs. So for this year, any of the questions that you have about class, you can find it on the Launch Children's Ministry website. So the website is st-ann.org/launch. And so on there, you'll be able to find the children's ministry schedule, our carpool MAC, the carpool times that we have, parent handbooks, carpool tags, any of that kind of information that we have. It also tells you if we're in session or not, and if you need to get any makeup lessons. All of that is on the Launch Children's Ministry website for you. When we are in launch, if this is one of your first years, it is not a typical what they would call PESR or CCD or CCE class when we're just reading from textbooks. No, we're going to have fun. We're going to do hands-on activities and games and experiments and service projects and worship. So it's a very interactive class that is 90 minutes for your child. If you would like to help us out in any of that, we would love to have your help. Lynn Hodges is our volunteer coordinator, and if you could get a hold of her, her email is below. She would love to be able to have you on with us. So here is our carpool information for Monday and Tuesday. If you've been a veteran with us, it's the same exact thing. Okay, so we're going to have carpool drop off is going to be 15 minutes prior to class starting. And then pickup for Monday and Tuesday is directly after class for the next 15 minutes. But if you are on Sunday, it's going to be completely different. So let me explain this to you really quickly. Even if you've been a veteran Sunday person, it's totally changing. So on Sundays, you're going to drop off your kids from 8:25 until 8:40. But for pickup, if you want to pick them up in person, you can do so between 10:20 and 10:25. After 10:25, they're automatically going to go into our carpool group. And the carpool group is going to be like frozen in one area because we cannot start carpool until 10:40. So I'm going to keep them in one area. We're going to watch some fun Bible videos and everything, but I cannot have anybody line up for carpool until 10:40. We need to get mass traffic that's on campus out of the way and going. And then we can start at 10:40 and we're going to run until 10:55. If you have a carpool tag, either from previous years or if you need to download one, please put those in your front windshield so that we can use them. And if you have big bold handwriting would be super great so that we can see it. So the first day for classes, please make sure to send your child in with something that has their class information unless you are dropping them off in person. So if you got a sticky note or a napkin or the back of a plate or the back of an envelope, anything that tells your child's information and the class they're supposed to be in, if you're dropping them off in carpool, so that way we can get them to the correct location. Don't forget that carpool is going to be happening 15 minutes prior to class and then 15 minutes after class, unless you're the Sunday group, when it happens from 10:40 to 10:55 for pickup. Virtus. We do have a Virtus class that is built in for all students, kindergarten through fifth grade. And Virtus is them learning about safe environments and safe people and how to be able to control what's around them to stay within their boundaries and their limits for their body. We start those classes in January and they happen for 3 succinct sessions that are happening. We also have a family Virtus class that is going to happen in October, and we'll send out information for that. All children are an opt-in for this class unless you specifically opt them out, meaning everyone will take this class unless you write a note that is signed that says that your child is not going to be able to participate in this class. So speaking of safety, make sure that when you are dropping off your children to carpool, that you're dropping it off to a person that actually works here or that is a volunteer. They will have a special launch lanyard or a St. Anne's lanyard. Make sure that you're not just dropping them off to anybody or you're not sending them down from upstairs on their own so they get lost. Emergency procedures, we do practice those during the year. And if anything is actually legit that happened, we will send you out an email that's letting you know about any of that kind of stuff. So example, if any of the kids were saying, hey, we had to hide in our room with the lights off and, be down and quiet. Well, that's a lockdown procedure that we're practicing. But if there was a real lockdown, I would let you know. How do we communicate with you? So we send things through the Remind text app, which will go to your phone, and we've got those codes that are going to be going out to you to let you know. We're signing a new contract with them, so the codes will not be going out until Friday, and we'll get all that information to you. We send things out in two different sets of emails, so I'm going to send it out through our Robley newsletter email and then through our registration system email through Bruce Sombrero and Sports Stack. We also put things on the Facebook page. It's on the launch website that we've got there and the bulletins and on the church screen. So communication is going to go out to you in several different ways. When your kids are here, we're going to do attendance for them. And so if you are like 15 minutes after class, you might want to make sure you go to the front office and get their attendance record marked in, because otherwise we've already turned in attendance. If you are a year 1 or year 2 child, you only have 3 excused absences before you have to take that entire class again. All other students, we keep your attendance on record, but it's not as crucial as our sacramental years. It's pretty easy. If your kid is sick, please don't send them. We don't want everyone else to be getting sick. And if you are not having a year 2 child this year that is receiving First Communion, then that's all the information that we have for you. If you do, please continue to listen on. So for First Communion children, you are able to get all your information through the First Communion handout, which has been given to you. And then if you need to do any makeup classes or anything, you can go on to the launch website and under year 2 or under the First Communion tab to be able to make up any information, to look at the important dates that we have there and all the requirements that we have. Again, if you have missed anything, you can go either into the year 2 section or you can even go into just the absence makeup lessons and be able to make those up really easily. We do have an hour of community service that is required for all First Communion students. It does not have to be done at St. Anne. It can be done anywhere in the community, but we do need something filled out saying that they are reaching outside of themselves to be the hands and feet of Christ to other people. We do track the progress of your child through a database, and it's really nice because you can look at your student ID and see everything that you're missing for your child and everything that needs to be done. Also at the top of every single column, then we have hyperlinks for that. So if you're needing to do like the week 1 lessons, if you just click right there on the hyperlink, then it will take you directly to that lesson. Or if you're needing to do the baptismal certificate, you just click on the hyperlinks and all of those things are right there for you. So that's all we have. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to myself, or if it's a sacrament, your question, please reach out to Isabella Sakura. We're happy to help you. We're so thankful that you chose Launch Children's Ministry at St. Anne's. Have a blessed day.